Look, hello everyone. I was asked by some friends to put together this presentation about the points program because I talked to a lot of them and tell them how to improve and do a better job at collecting points. So they suggested that I put something together and put it on YouTube to help others because they liked kind of the stuff that I was suggesting. So I've put this together and hopefully it'll help you. So how to become a good loyalty program, so points collector, to maybe accumulate enough air miles to do some travel and so on. Let me just talk about how you can become a good points collector. So the loyalty programs basically are they're put together by all kinds of companies to basically get you to become a loyal consumer with them. So basically their goal is to try to convince you to come back to that organization to buy your products and services. And it's done by large department stores, grocery stores, travel programs, airlines, hotels, everywhere. So companies try to reward customers with points which become translated dollars at the end of the day towards future purchases on travel or whatever. Customers basically are expecting lower price, and they as well sign up with everyone and collect points when possible, but you don't go to a particular place because they offer you a points program. You look for the best price possible. So that's what you have to keep in mind when you become a points collector, is that just because somebody gave you a points card, don't be using that card just alone to generate buy from that organization if the prices are better somewhere else. So it's ideally better to get a bank owned credit card than a retailer's credit card, I find, where you can maximize sort of the usage and get your points, where your focus would be to generate either dollars towards travel or use it towards hotel travel or whatever. So shop around is my suggestion. So my suggestion is, if you want to if you want to maximize collecting points, use one credit card to maximize your points. Either have a MasterCard and a Visa. That way, your cards are accepted everywhere. And use only one card. Don't sign up for a Bay card and a Shell card and all these different cards. Find one that works for you, and don't be afraid to pay the annual fee of $120 that usually comes with these cards. I would rather take the card that where you pay $120 and you collect points faster, because I'll show you where the fee that you're paying, you will get that back and gain more in dollars. And I would recommend signing up to all the loyalty programs that are available from any company. So the free ones, you sign up for all of them. For example, the Airmiles program, which is free, your Shoppers Optimum program, or the the Airmiles program, which can be used with Pharma Plus. Shoppers has its own. Then sign up with any program that is free. But if you have to pay, I would rather pick a credit card from a bank where you can use it towards travel. That is, if you like travel. So you would ideally use these cards to accumulate points in addition to your credit card. So these free programs usually are cards that you use in addition to your credit card. So your Airmiles card, every time you go to Shell or Pharma Plus or Metro, you can use your Airmiles. If you go to Esso, it's partnered with Aeroplan Points, or they have their own Esso points as well. So you can try to figure out which one works and use that card. For example, you want to make the best of the programs by signing up with one card and paying the fee. So here, if you are with CIBC's Airplan credit card, which requires about 15,000 points for a flight to New York, and that costs about $400 plus for a flight. So when you sign up with a CIBC credit card, you get 15,000 points and for signing up, and then you can maybe spend every time you purchase using your credit card, you accumulate points. So over a year, you would have maybe spent another $10,000. So you have a total of now 25,000 points, which works out to a free flight to Vancouver. So you paid $120 for a CIBC credit card, and you got a flight that's worth about $600 because LA flight from Ottawa or Toronto costs roughly $500 to $600. San Francisco or Vancouver, they work out to the same. At the beginning of the year, you paid $120, but you gained a $600 flight. So you're far ahead with paying for a credit card. If you didn't pay a fee and you use one of those, let's say BMO's MasterCard, where every $40 gets you points, it'll take you longer. You're not paying a fee, but you're not collecting your points faster, and it may not be worthwhile. I would rather pay, and where here my example shows that you're netting, a few $100 more. You're almost getting $500 more, $480, let's say, plus $120 fee, $600 there. So you gained $500 by paying $220 at the beginning of the year. Each bank offers slightly a different program. For example, TD Infinity Visa or Royal Bank Visa, they offer a program where you can book flights with them or any travel with them, cruises, whatever, and what you have collected there is points that are worth dollars with TD Travel or Royal Bank's travel company. And basically what you're doing here is that you have to book the travel with them, but when you do, you can book anything. So with a CIBC Aeroplan card or an Amex Aeroplan card, you're only able to use with Aeroplan to book your travels. So and they have blackout periods with Aeroplan, but with TD you don't have blackouts because you can book your travel whatever you want, and it's the dollar value that goes towards your purchase. So that way there's no blackout period, so you're just using your dollar value. So you basically have to decide which card works for you and pick that one. Amex credit card, which is like a charge card, and they have gold card and also a Aeroplan Plus card, which at the end of the year, it's called American Express Aeroplan Platinum. You pay $500, which will allow you to collect points faster, and you get about 1.5 points, and you get access to Maple Leaf Lounge or any travel lounges across around the world or within Canada. So in addition to your you're paying $500, you're getting access to these lounges, but it's only for one person. But then again, remember how much the flight to Vancouver was? It was $600, and you're still paying $500, so you're still ahead of the game. But at the end of the year, you basically purchase enough to cover your $500 charges. And with the Aeroplan Platinum card, you earn points also faster. So you may accumulate more points and maybe be able to take a flight even to Hawaii, which costs about 40,000 points, which requires 40,000 Aeroplan points. So, and in addition to, with all your credit cards, not just Amex, you get benefits of luggage, lost luggage money, you have car rental insurance, so all these things that you can decline when you buy your, when you rent a car. You don't have to pay extra because it's all covered with the credit card that you used to book. And you get lost luggage money, so in case your luggage gets lost and it's not delivered till the next day, or you never get it back, you can claim towards that. So there are benefits that come with your credit card, as well as your points that you accumulate. An example with the Aeroplan that I mentioned earlier, to give you an idea of how points work. It's the same concept with Airmiles as well. But for example, with Aeroplan, you need 15,000 points to fly to a short haul flight from Ottawa to New York, or from Toronto to New York, or Quebec City, or Toronto to Ottawa, or Toronto to Winnipeg. These flights require 15,000 points. you need 25,000 points to fly to a longer distance or furthest distance like Los Angeles or San Francisco or Vancouver. You'll need 40,000 points to go to Hawaii or Caribbean or Mexico. So sometimes they have Aeroplan promotions where it allows you to use economy points to get business class seats, which we did last year to go to Hawaii. Actually this year to go to Hawaii. We booked it last year, and we used 40,000 points, and we used less points, 40,000 points to Hawaii, and ended up on a business class flight from here. So it went from here to Los Angeles to Hawaii, and all on business class. So sometimes you get those promotional times where if you want to buy a business class flight from here, normal flight will cost you $1,000. A business class flight will cost you about $3,000 to Hawaii. So your fee of paying $120 or 2 years of collection for $240, you got a flight that's worth $1,000 to $3,000. Okay. You have to become aggressive at collecting your points. If you want to maximize the collection of your points, you need to charge everything to your credit card. So remember, you should not be using cash to buy anything at any store. I mean, if you're paranoid about people finding out about you or your personal history or whatever of shopping, then this may not work for you. But I don't think that's a major issue, because these companies use this information to market to you then in a criminal way. So for example, if you want to maximize points, you charge all your bills like cell phone, cable bills, telephone bills, anything that you can pre-authorize to your credit card, charge it all to your card. If you go for grocery or medication or clothing, LCBO, parking at work, parking on the street, everywhere credit cards are accepted, use them. Even small purchases, if you buy like $5 worth of stuff, if they accept it, use the card. And the other good thing that you may not know is that you need to, if you're buying lottery tickets or Proline or whatever, make sure you go to a gas station to buy that than Shoppers or Pharma Plus or Grocery, because they will give you at grocery stores, Shoppers or Pharma Plus or any of those places, they won't give you any points when you buy lottery. But with the gas stations, any of them, they give you points. And some of them even promote and give you double points. Like Petro had a promotion this week and last week, where if you buy Proline pool tickets, you get double points. So they offer points. Why buy lottery at a grocery store or Pharma Plus or Shoppers when they give you points at gas station? So I'd rather use that kind of strategy to maximize points as well. And don't forget to pay your dentist bill, your Tim Hortons. If MasterCard is accepted there, then like I said, always use your primary credit card, Visa, to buy all your stuff, but have a backup card like MasterCard with Airmiles, and charge it at Tim Hortons, McDonald's, anywhere they accept. If they don't accept your Visa, use your MasterCard, because so far Tim Hortons doesn't accept Visa, but they accept MasterCard. So if you use it, you get points there. So I would, anytime where your Visa is not accepted, use another card that is a free card maybe, because you only want to pay for one credit card annual fee. Try not to pay cash or debit when you have credit cards. And don't blame me if you go wild with your credit card and can't pay your bills. But remember, if you don't pay your monthly bill at the end of the month, they're going to charge you between 19 to 22% of interest. And but if you have a credit card, a second one where they offer you 0% finance, balance transfer, or 2.9% balance transfer, and you want to carry your balance, just use those checks to move it over. That way you're efficiently collecting your points. And always check your credit card to make sure that the charges are accurate at the end. Here are some points programs that are there. For example, airlines have Airmiles, Aeroplan, Delta, Sky Miles, that kind of programs available. Hotels like Hilton and Marriott and Holiday Inn, they all have their own programs. Gas stations has Petro Points, Shell takes Airmiles, Esso has Aeroplan. So sign up for those programs, link your points programs with petrol points. Well, petrol points, you have to use the two cards. They are points program cards and your credit card. And Shell, you have your Airmiles and your credit card. And then at Esso, you can use the Speed Pass and link your American Express Platinum card to Esso and get your Aeroplan points. And stores like the Bay and Zellers have points program. I don't favor them myself, but it's your choice. And then Airmiles also available at Shell, LCBO, Pharma Plus. So use the Euro cards when you go to those places. And for groceries, Loblaws has PC points and Metro has Airmiles. I mean, you look for the lowest price products, and then you go to the store that gives you the best price rather than your miles. But at Metro, if you spend $40 or something, sometimes you get bonus points, or you have to clip a coupon and take it in, which drives me nuts. But if it comes by mail, take your bonus points thing, and once in a while when you have those sales at Metro, you go and buy it there, unless it's your primary grocery store or Loblaws. But I wouldn't get a Loblaws PC points card when you have a Visa card from a bank. Use your Visa card from your bank at Loblaws. Their points are not going to be any better than the dollars you're going to get from Airmiles. But if you don't like traveling, then Loblaws points will work. I would sign up to all programs like Airmiles points card from Loyalty Group or Airmiles MasterCard from Bank of Montreal. They work well together. Then you can go to Metro and Shell and Pharma Plus, then LCBO, and collect your points. And you can do the same with your CIBC Aeroplan card and Esso points. Here you're earning points based on your gas purchase, plus purchases charged to your credit card are collecting points as well, so you're getting twice the points. Sometimes Loyalty Group will send you 10 times points if you buy gas at Shell every time for the next 5 times that you fill up your tank. They'll give you some bonus points. Sometimes that works out well, so use those. And Metro also does that. And if you have points accumulated, don't accumulate it and keep it for a long time. Use it quickly, because there's penalties if you keep longer. Sometimes your points will expire. Like I mentioned, sign up to hotel programs and Aeroplan programs, where if you go and stay at a hotel, you can earn Aeroplan points and your credit card points. And when you're booking, if let's say you are a United Air Canada partner member, and then your flights are with United or Air Canada, but sometimes the Delta prices are better. So if you book with Delta, sign up for the Delta program and then switch. Sign up and get your points, and then use your credit card to get your points as well as your Delta points. Groceries, like I mentioned, Loblaws or other grocer will sell you their points card, but you don't need it. Use your Visa and maximize your points. It works out the same at the end of the day. What happens if you shop at Metro, a good sale, and then you get then you don't get anything when you use your PC points card, right? So you're looking for the best price. I go to the store that offers me sales. Like sometimes you check out 5 things at Metro and 5 things at Loblaws, and use your same card at both, instead of getting a PC points credit card. And then what do you do when you go to Metro then? Shoppers Drug Mart is another one. Their points program is good. Once a year they let you use less points. If normally 75,000 points is equal to $60 on this day, on this special day when they let you use 50,000 points to get the same 60. So I'm just making these numbers up. I think they have a similar sort of a scale on the receipt of Shoppers Drug Mart. You can figure it out, but I'm just giving you an example of what happens with shoppers. And they also offer the 20 times points for spending $50 on certain dates. So these programs work well, and their milk is not bad if you're not a Costco member. They probably have the cheapest milk next to Costco. And between Pharma Plus and Shoppers, I find there's better sales at Shoppers than Pharma Plus. Remember that Costco is never always cheaper. Sometimes you have to pay your membership fee, and then they make you buy 2 ketchup 750 milliliters for $5.99 when I can go to Loblaws when it's on sale 750 for $2.99. So why would I need to buy 2 and let one rot in the cabinet? So unless you have a large family and who needs things in bulk, Costco may not work for you. Yes, some food items like bread, milk, and these things are cheaper at Costco. They become their loss leaders, but when you go and get fish, I don't find all their fish is that much cheaper. You can probably get, like last week they had salmon on portions on sale for 2 for $5, which I don't think you can get that same price at Costco. So, and if you go to Costco, you have to use cash or Amex card. So at least if you have a membership, maybe if you have an Amex card, then you're collecting points while there. So I'm not a person who likes paying for membership. So anyway, Bay and Zellers, this is one of the places where I find their points program is a joke, because you walk into the store and there are these women trying to sell you to get you to sign up for a credit card. And they say, oh, look at 15,000 points. When you pull out a calculator and figure that out, it's about $2. Do I need to sign up for $2 for a credit card? I don't think so. And then you can get a gift card and you need 400,000 points, which works out to about 8,000 points for $1. So it's ridiculous. I find that whole program. So anyway, I wouldn't sign up for that one. If you're paranoid about companies keeping track of your personal history, then this may not work, because companies do track your purchases, but they don't do it in a malicious way. They're using it to market things to you more. If they see that you're buying more at Metro, they'll send you promotional coupons to keep you going to Metro. So these guys usually use the information from the loyalty programs to make you either fly more with Air Canada or United or whatever, or go buy more gas at Shell. Those are the things that you get with being a member of these programs. But most of the time, they're not maliciously done. There's always one bad apple working in an organization and make things worse. But in general, these companies are there to promote more things to you. So I wouldn't be too paranoid with the information they collect. So shop around and see where the best card is. And my suggestions are that most of the bank cards are pretty good. Pay that $120 fee. Most of them are the same price, $100, $120, and then you get to earn points faster, and you get all these benefits of luggage lost, insurance or whatever, and then insurance for renting a car and all that stuff. So at the end of the day, you can generate enough points for either free groceries or travel. Paying fees for these programs is something you shouldn't be paranoid about, but that is for those credit cards. But for points programs outside of that, there are no fees for signing up. So if there are no fees for signing up, I would sign up and benefit from those programs. And remember, having a credit card will help you set up a personal history. I would use the credit card. I'd rather use credit card than pay cash, because it could be robbed. But with credit card, with the security, as soon as you make that phone call and say my card is missing, all banks will put everything on hold and you'll be fine. And it'll help you establish credit. So remember, at the end of the day, don't carry a balance, because if you don't pay it, they'll charge you 19% interest. Hope you found this useful. I try to speed through this thing so that I can keep it to a very short presentation. I'll wait for your feedback, and hopefully this helps you make a decision about credit card. Thank you.